الجيش يا شباب الشرقية.
احنا رجالك يا قسام. علي وعلي وعلي الصوت. علي وعلي وعلي الصوت. احنا رجالك يا قسام. احنا رجالك يا قسام. علي وعلي وعلي الصوت. علي وعلي وعلي الصوت. احنا فداك يا قسام. احنا فداك يا قسام.
هنديين بطخ عليهم.
علي
والله ما هو في الهواء بيضرب فيش الصوت. فاهم الصوت؟
الله يستر الله يستر.
والله بتسلي.
يا شباب صلوا على النبي. بكينا نضل نقول يا غزة يلا يلا مشان الله. هسه احنا اللي بنوصله غزة بتوصلنا. يا ضف يلا يلا مشان الله. غزة ضحت بولادها وضحت بمالها وضحت بدمها، وهسه غزة بتنتظر بينا. بدنا سلاح الشرفاء ينزل على الجلمة. بدنا يفتح شيك. وين سلاح الشرفاء؟ وينه؟ بدنا اياهم. انتوا شرفاء. انتوا شرفاء. بدنا سلاح الشرفاء ينزل مش ينضب ويروح على القهاوي. بدنا عن عقيدة يا شباب. احنا أمة محمد لازم نفتح المعبر. لازم نفتحه. واحنا بننتظر بكره ان شاء الله كل واحد يودع امه ويودع اهله ويضلوا نازل على الجهاد ويستعد للقاء الله عز وجل. احنا ما بدنا نربي لحى على الكذب ونضلنا قاعدين بدورنا نحفظ قران على الكذب بس قاعدين بدورنا. هذا هو الجهاد. حي على الجهاد. حي على الجهاد. حي على الجهاد.
The people of Israel have long and rightly prided themselves on their self-reliance, on their ability to defend themselves, even when the odds are stacked against them. The message that I bring to Israel is this: you may be strong enough on your own to defend yourself, but as long as America exists, you will never ever have to. We will always be there by your side. That's the message that President Biden delivered to the Prime Minister from the moment this crisis began. It's the message that I and my other colleagues in the government have delivered to our Israeli counterparts on a daily, even an hourly basis. It's the message that I bring with me to our discussions today, and it's what I'll affirm when I meet with the members of Israel's newly formed national emergency government. We welcome the government's creation and the unity and resolve that it reflects across Israel's society. We're delivering on our word, supplying ammunition, interceptors, to replenish Israel's Iron Dome, alongside other defense materiel. First shipments of U.S. military support have already arrived in Israel, and more is on the way. As Israel's defense needs evolve, we will work with Congress to make sure that they're met. And I can tell you, there is overwhelming bipartisan support in our Congress for Israel's security. Here in Israel and everywhere, we will reaffirm the crystal clear warning that President Biden issued yesterday to any adversary, state or non-state, thinking of taking advantage of the current crisis to attack Israel. Don't. The United States has Israel's back. If you'll permit me, personal aside, I come before you not only as the United States Secretary of State, but also as a Jew.
قمحي فانيا هيهات يهزم في بنادقنا اليقين جئنا لكم من أرضنا وسمائنا من لج بحر صادحين مكبرين الله أكبر الله أكبر كبروا الله أكبر الله أكبر كبروا سندكهم وفلولهم ونسيء وجها قد وعدنا فاتحين يا ثورة.
I never really thought that I would see and have confirmed pictures of terrorists beheading children. I never thought I'd ever, anyway, but there are countries in the region that are trying to be of some help, including Arab nations that are trying to be of some help. So, anyway.
Infrastructure. The money financing terrorism comes from Iran. It's time for this terrorist state to pay a price for financing and supporting all this chaos. Yes, if you're the Iranians, if it were up to me, this war escalates, I'm coming after you.
I think this is what I'm trying to clarify here, because I'm wondering if
us in Israel,
the United States and Israel.
I want to be crystal clear.
The let me just understand you, just to be clear. You're saying that you would want the United States and Israel to bomb Iran, even in the absence of direct evidence of their involvement in this attack.
Yeah.
2 nights ago, I read all of Biden's security people. Can you imagine? National defense people. And they said, gee, I hope Hezbollah doesn't attack from the north, because that's the most vulnerable spot. I said, wait a minute. You know, Hezbollah is very smart. They're all very smart. The press doesn't like when they say it. You know, I said that President Xi of China, 1.4 billion people, he controls it with an iron fist. I said, he's a very smart man. They killed me the next day. I said he was smart. What am I going to say? But Hezbollah, they're very smart. And they have a national defense minister or somebody saying, I hope Hezbollah doesn't attack us from the north. So the following morning they attacked. They might not have been doing it, but if you listen to this jerk, you would attack from the north, because he said that's our weak spot. Whoever heard of officials saying on television that they hope the enemy doesn't attack in a certain area? Now, unless it's a con job. But you know what a con job is? You're waiting there ready. You want them if you want them, but they weren't ready. They weren't ready. You know, say what you want. Israel was not ready. This was a big surprise. This was a terrible thing that happened. They weren't ready. But if you wanted them to attack because you've got 1 million people there with guns and you're going to blast the hell, then you do exactly. But they didn't have that. They didn't have that. Biden's